Pro tip, if you're in court for driving while license suspended, don't show up in Zoom court while driving. What this guy says and does is absolutely unbelievable. Straight up perjury, no question about it. Let me know what you think.
Name, please.
Michael Carter.
Thank you, Mr. Carter.
Your Honor, let's see now. 1, 2, 3. I believe 4 of these are reviews for which Mr. Carter owes money, and I saw this morning that he paid $200 yesterday, which is reported in case 16S 734.
Right, he only has a balance of $100 left in that particular case, so he is making some payments.
Yes. And on the pretrial, which is a DWLS charge, the information I have is that his license suspension ends very soon on September 8th. Is that true, Mr. Carter? Is that what you believe also?
No, that is true, sir. The 8th to be off suspension.
Okay, so I'd ask for an adjournment on that, please.
So what I'm gonna do is set them all over for November. Any objection, Mr. Who's the attorney on that, DWLS?
That's mine, Judge. So I have no objection to that. I do feel the need to point out he is in a vehicle. Mr. Banas, you know if your client's in the back seat or if he's in the driver's seat?
Looks like the back seat to me, but
Pick up.
That looks like the backseat to you then. You need to go to Specsavers. Notice the position of the sunroof. Notice the obvious door behind him. Can't remember the last time I saw a 6-door car. And notice his face when he got rumbled. And the immediate hat switch.
Yeah,
Coupe.
I'm in the backseat. I'm in the backseat. Car now moving.
Well,
Well, you
so
know,
you can't be driving if you have a driving while license suspended, so it's not just whether the car is moving, it's whether you're actually driving, so you can't come to court on a driving while license suspended and be driving at the same time, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
I suppose, Judge, I mean, if he could just turn his camera and show that he's in the back seat, that would be enough to satisfy me. I don't know if Mr. Banas wants to instruct his client to do that yet.
Mr. Banas, yeah, this is your opportunity.
Can we go in the breakout rooms? Because I really don't feel like. Because like I said, I'm in the parking lot just waiting on my fiance to get out.
Your Honor, if we could have a breakout room, then I think I could at least make some representations to the court about what I believe is going on.
Who's having the breakout room here, sir, Mr. Banas?
With Mr. Carter.
You want the breakout room with your client?
I think that's what he's asking for. That's what I'm asking for, please.
All right. I'll do that very briefly.
So he goes into a breakout room with his lawyer to figure out what's the best way to lie to the court at this point in time. All right, he's coming back. Let me just gather the crew. Michelle, get back in here. Donald, where you at? Good job, bud. Change to the passenger seat. They'll never notice. Even with the seatbelt on.
Mr. Banas, we're waiting for Mr. Burdell to return at this point.
Thank you.
All right, Mr. Banas is back with his client, Mr. Banas. The ball's in your court at this point.
Thank you, Your Honor. So Mr. Carter understands now he's not supposed to be driving. He's not going to be. I don't know if he was or not, to be candid, but he's waiting for his fiance right now, who's I have on information and believe it's her car, and she's going to be driving as soon as she gets back to the car.
So, Judge, he's clearly in a different seat. I have, he clearly changed seats while he was driving. He can plead to no ops on person at this time. I'm not going to offer him the standard offer.
All right. Mr. Banas, Mr. Burdell is indicating that based on his observations today, he's going to offer a no operator's license on person in this particular case.
I got a question, ma'am.
Well, hold on, sir. I'm going to advise you not to say anything.
Okay.
Yeah, Galaxy Brain, it's probably best if you say nothing. I just love that he switched seats and put the seatbelt back on for continuity's sake.
Of course, there's no evidence that he's driving, but the prosecutor has the ability to make whatever offer he feels is appropriate. So, Mr. Carter, if you want to resolve the driving while license suspended misdemeanor, you could plead guilty to a slightly less serious misdemeanor called no operator's license on person, which has 0 points. And I would ask the judge to sentence you to a fine. Are you interested in that?
No, I'm not.
Okay. Your Honor, let's see here. His suspension ends on September 8th. So, Your Honor, I'm either asking for an adjournment or, I guess, final settlement conference on the pretrial. I think an adjournment would be probably more appropriate. And maybe he would accept the offer in the future or not.
All right, I'm gonna adjourn all these matters to November the 1st. That is the last adjournment on this particular case. And at that point in time, your client will need to determine whether he wants to accept an offer or to set this for a trial. And then I believe that he was going to be making payments. He already started making payments. So I think that's how we began this, right?
Yes, yes, he paid $200 yesterday.
Thank you. November 1st, 2022 at 9 a.m.
You said, can you repeat that, man?
November the 1st at 9 a.m., sir.
Okay.
Okay. Please keep making your payments and we'll see you then, okay? And it probably, I can't give legal advice. I'm sure your attorney probably did, but it behooves you to try to get your license before then, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I'll see you then.
Thank you, Judge.
Anyway, folks, there we have it. This absolute genius decided to get himself lifted while he was in court, caught red-handed. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure and hit that like button, comment, subscribe, and all that stuff. And we'll catch you in the next one. Sláinte.